What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Eternal Fruit Podcast. We are finally back, and you got a face to it.
Yep. We are back to the new and improved. Hopefully you guys kind of like this new set. It took us a while to come up with this. And honestly, we already had it ready. It's just some things happened that we couldn't really do.
Life.
Yeah.
Life happens.
You wanna show your hand?
Life happens. Comes at you fast.
Yeah, exactly. So one of the reasons we were gone was because my man over here got married, my cousin Alex.
Had a prep, had a wedding prep. Hey, man, when people tell you that it's stressful, that thing is stressful, man. Yeah, up until the day of, up until the day of, it was still stress.
Exactly.
From waking up in the morning and the hotel saying, hey, man, we might have to switch your ceremony to inside. Like, man, what do I say? I didn't even tell Abby. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to tell her.
Yeah, because you would have stressed out.
I went back to my room. I prayed. And then, what did I do? Oh, we went to the golf simulator after, the boys and I. And on the way there, the sun just started coming out. And I'm just like, yeah, it's not going to rain. But I did have until 1 to tell them. So then I waited until the last minute, the lady texted me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, nah, we're keeping outside."
Yeah.
But it's stressful and it goes by fast, man. So if you're planning to get married or your wedding is coming up, believe it, man. That day goes by fast.
Yeah, and I feel like you enjoyed it a lot.
Oh yeah, nah. I was thinking about it the other day because I took my coat off, right? And I left my phone in there. And the other day I was thinking, man, I didn't even have my phone with me the whole night.
Yeah, that's true.
And I didn't even think about it. I was just having fun. People thought I was drunk because I was dancing. And
whoa, you can't dance, bro.
Whoa, who said all that?
I'm kidding.
Nah, but it was fun, man. We had sick DJ. The wedding planner was, bro, exceeded my expectations,
Yeah.
They did their thing, bro, and I can't thank them enough. I can't thank the venue enough. Again, the DJ, they had freaking Beetlejuice come out.
I know, that was funny.
There was two of them.
Funny.
Shout out to them. I didn't even know they were gonna pop out and turn the party up, but it was fun, man. I heard nothing but positive comments,
Yeah.
And sometimes you hear about people at different weddings how, oh, I didn't like this, and I haven't heard any of that, and I guess the couples usually don't because people don't want to tell them. But man, if you didn't like something, just let me know. I'm not gonna get offended. I had fun, so whatever.
No, I mean, what's the point of mentioning it now?
Yeah, no,
if it's already
true.
over,
yeah.
You already lived it, you already experienced what you were gonna experience, and
yeah, that's true. But man, I'm just glad everybody had fun. I was excited because some of my friends hadn't been to Mexico, and it was just fun having everybody out there for basically a week.
I will say it was the first time we all the whole family took a trip together.
Yeah,
and it was actually fun.
Real. We got to run it back. I already have some ideas, so
Hola, Disney.
We'll talk about it later.
Bro, yeah. No, but it was fun. It was a beautiful wedding, and like you said, it was in Monterrey. I hadn't been to Monterrey since I was maybe 8, 9 around there. Yeah.
Dang.
But we would always, since we would drive to Jalisco, we would always just drive by it and maybe be there for the night, and then in the morning just keep going.
Yeah, so it's 8, 9 hours.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
Bro, this past year I was there 7 times.
No, you really got to experience.
Yeah, I told Abby man, we're gonna take it a year off of Monterrey.
I know. Go to new places.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll see where, but definitely new places.
I know, but so continuing with that stressful part of our lives. I mean, your life and Abby's life, but
yeah.
I will say, I think it was stressful for both of us because there was just so much going on that, we just
kept stacking up. Huh?
We tried once or twice to start up the podcast again, but yeah, it just
didn't work.
Yeah, we were just so busy. Like we had like topics and stuff, and like yeah, it was just
Yeah, we did. We did. I remember we did. I probably still have it in my notebook. We planned out
yeah,
topics, the days, when to record and stuff, and
yeah,
but through that stress, there were some blessings. You know, shout out to Nancy and her friend. Man, they gifted us this, and like
yeah, my cousin Nancy. I'm sure y'all will meet her because we're planning some stuff. But she gifted us this sign, and yeah, we pretty much drew the wall. Shout out to Naomi, she helped me,
our cousin.
And Alex too. He helped me like paint it, but she's the artist, the drawer. She helped me trace like the design I wanted, but it came together like.
Nah, for sure.
I don't think this is gonna stay.
Yeah, nah. There's simply this is the beginning. Obviously, you know, you gotta start somewhere, and exactly. That's like this is basically, I would say, another leap of faith we're taking. Yeah. You know, because obviously, like we always would say, we were introverts. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting a little better at not being as introverted. Like I was saying her the other day. So you know. It'll just keep getting better, you know. Yeah. And God's still doing a lot of things, so it'll definitely get better.
For sure. And I feel like I still am introverted. I feel like this year, like I became more introverted, which like I was finally coming out of my shell, and then like I just got a little more introverted. But like another reason why I feel like I got a little more introverted was, and another reason why we stopped the podcast was because my grandpa passed away. In June, like out of nowhere. We were taking him to go eat, and then when we were getting him in the car, it's like he had a stroke. Yeah. And so we got to witness all that, and we tried to get him to the ambulance, and yeah, it was too late. I guess, I don't know. Yeah, I'm really bad at this, so if you see me laughing, smiling, that's kind of how I deal with it.
She's healing. She's, you know.
Exactly. Or like I try to avoid it. And it's crazy because I was thinking the other day how like I think like 2-3 episodes before we stopped, I had talked about our grandpa passing away.
Oh yeah.
And how I was like, no, like I feel like next time I'll do this or that. It's just like you're never prepared. Honestly, you're never.
And they're prepared. Different. Like we got to see our grandpa's, the one that we share, right? Yeah. Passed away in the hospital. It was like and it was gonna happen. We were just waiting, you know. Yeah. But with your other grandpa, that one was random, and you got, I don't want to say you got to win it, but you had to witness that, you know? Yeah. So it was definitely, I mean, I could only imagine it. Obviously, it's been a lot more tough, you know? And I don't know, and then especially with our grandpa, like we kind of knew it was going to happen before we knew it was going to happen. So this one, I'm sure it hit way harder, you know, so.
Yeah, and I will say, like, I feel like shout out to all the frontline people, like the nurses, doctors, everyone, because I feel like no one talks about how traumatic it is to watch someone die.
Oh, yeah. Because I would have to tell the family member, like, hey, he didn't make it, you know.
Exactly, like I was with my grandpa. It was just me and my grandpa in the ambulance, and then I guess it's like a triage, like in the, like a little room where they like try to like do CPR and all that. Mm-hmm. It was just my grandpa and I, and like I got the news, and then I was like, oh shoot, like how do I tell like my mom and my family?
Because you still have to like, oh dang, like that. And then your mom and brother, they weren't even there yet, huh?
They were on their way. They were on the way because like they kind of followed the ambulance in a way, but like. I got there. Yeah, I got there with my grandpa, and then they sent like some lady that was like part of like, I guess like, I don't know, I guess like support, like to help.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so she came and she was like trying to like talk to me, but I was like trying to focus on not like being like, oh my gosh, like not freaking out. And I was trying to focus on like not crying and like, you know, like being strong. And so that lady was like, if you need anything, and I was in my head, I was like, bro, leave me alone, like leave. I don't want you.
I need to be alone right now.
Yeah, and then it was crazy because she was like, you're actually taking this very well. And I was like, bro, like.
On the outside.
Yeah, no, but I felt myself shaking, like I felt my neck, like, just, like, shaking. And, like, I just felt myself like this. And I was like, no, I can't. And, like, I know it was my emotions trying to come out, but, like, I suppressed them so that they wouldn't come out. And so, like, it was just hard, like, and I feel like I just, like, got tired of everything and everyone, because I was like, I don't know how to deal with it. I've dealt with my grandma and my grandpa passing away, and then my other grandpa, but it's just crazy whenever you have to see someone die, especially, like, when they were good.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, it's just like they're not there anymore. So.
Nah, yeah, I don't even know if I've healed from our grandpa, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, you know, you just I wake up, so I just keep going, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But, man, yeah, that's tough. That's probably when, like, the stop kind of started, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because, I mean, you had to take care of a lot of stuff, you know?
And so, actually, that's another reason why I guess I was, like, so stressed and so, like, introverted, was because my grandpa passed away, like, a few days before Hurricane Beryl. And so his funeral was going to be on Hurricane Beryl, like, the day it was getting here. Or the day before. Yeah. And then we had to move the funeral, like, 3-4 times. And then, like, we ended up just not telling a lot of people. And the people we did tell, like, we had to stay in the cars. And then last minute, they were like, oh, y'all can get down and, like, see, like, we didn't do open casket. We had the closed casket. So there was, like, you could just have, like, a small service and, like, have the casket there. And so it was too much, because we're dealing with the hurricane. We're dealing with my grandpa. We're dealing with, like, everything, like, having to tell all these people. And then, like, my parent, like I've said before, my parents are, like, business owners, so they had to deal with the business as well as, like, the workers, as well as, like, my grandpa, as well as, like, my mom is, like, I guess you could say she was in charge of, like, taking my grandpa to the doctor and like, paying his bills and everything. And, like, so it was even harder on her, because she was in charge of, like, getting everything together. And, like, she doesn't speak English, but she understands it. It just,
but it's tough, because, I mean, she had already lost her mom a while back, and then now both her parents. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm sure that's very tough.
Yeah, and no, I'm not saying, like, this is just falling on me, because I'm falling on my brother, too. My brother, I will say, like, shout out to you, Jonathan. You handled it very well, and you did what you had to do, brother, but I don't know. I'm just giving my side. You didn't do it like me. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. This guy.
I'm joking.
But I guess I'm just, like, giving my side. And, like, since it just all started happening, like, everything just started, like, crumbling, I guess, like, from one second to another, that, like I said, I just, like, wanted to be left alone and kind of became an introvert.
You shut down, you know?
I guess you could say I shut down. But, like, it even came to a point, and I told you, where I was, like, questioning my faith. I was like, bro, I'm 28. At the time, I think I was 27. I wasn't 28 yet. Mm-hmm. And I was like, dude, like, I've been through so much that, like, half the people my age haven't been through. And it's so annoying. Like, when am I ever going to get a break? And, like, it just started to be like, God, are you even real? Like, do you even listen to my prayers? Because I pray one thing, and then you completely do the opposite. So I'm like I trust that you're in control, but, like, come on, like, what is that?
Nah, that is tough. It's like it's nothing but rain. Like, where's the sun? You know?
Exactly.
Nah, yeah, definitely I've been there, and I've talked about it on here. I think you know, where I questioned my faith too. I didn't. No, I'm not gonna say I questioned. I just stopped believing. Yeah. It wasn't for a long time. It was probably just a couple months, to be honest. Cause then I think that's when you invited me to church. Mm-hmm. Like a couple months after, or no, I think I was already praying. I started praying again. Yeah. Because of some other stuff, and then that's when you invited me, and then I gave my life, and I mean, obviously it hasn't been easy. Yeah. You know, that's my main thing that I tell people, and I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I just do it, just because I don't want people to have this false hope of oh, if I give my life, then everything's gonna be all gravy, you know? It's like, nah, bro, it's not. It's gonna be the
No, literally.
opposite, you know? You'll get there eventually, but man, even till now, even this month, this stuff like with my dogs, like I told you, like, out of nowhere, they just both got sick. I've been having to take them to the vet, um, and it's just like it just happened like that, you
Yeah.
know. But man, I'm at peace. Like I have so much peace right now that I'm just like,
Yeah.
whatever, bro. Whatever comes, it comes, and I'm just relying on God, and I'm just very like, what's the word? Like I'm submissive, you
Mhm.
know, and I'm resting on God
Yeah.
right now, and just because obviously you guys probably won't see this until 2025,
Yeah.
but we're about to end the year, you know, so I'm like, you know what, this year was crap. I'm being completely honest, you
Yes.
know, a lot of good things happened. God definitely still did good things, you know, but it was crap. I'm that's just how I feel about it, and I'll just say it, you know,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely this month. I'm just gonna focus on God a lot more, and whatever happened, it already happened. I can't really change anything,
Yeah.
but it's just like it's been molding me. You know,
Mhm.
now that I sit back and realize it's just molding me to be better, so that next year, like this month, I'm focusing on planting seeds for next year. You
Mhm.
know, so that next year I can start watering them all, and obviously it's not gonna happen like that,
Yeah.
but he's definitely blessed me a lot in the past couple weeks to better my future, in better words.
Yeah. No, and I something else I wanted to touch on that you said right now is that like the Christian walk isn't just like gravy, like you said. And like I was literally thinking that yesterday, like it's literally ups and downs, but it's up to you to like really get out of it. Like if you, I'm not saying it's because salvation is individual. It
Oh yeah.
really is, and it's crazy to think that because I was literally thinking this yesterday. I was like, salvation is individual, but like God, like as humans, He created us to like have other people or need other people, but salvation is individual because like once we get to heaven, we're not gonna be like married or like with family
Yeah.
and stuff, you know.
Mhm.
And I was literally thinking that yesterday, how like it's crazy how like it just makes everything heavier because like you don't want it to be individual. And most of the time I catch myself being like, okay, God, like you do it, like you call me up to the altar or you call me and like have me pray. And I think I told you that too, is like I always feel like it's one-sided. Like why can't God ever come to me? Why do I always have to come to him? And it's like I feel like that's where that separation of sin comes from. And it's really, like I said, it's really up to like us to really work on it and to really like fight for our salvation because like yeah, it's individual, it's in the heart.
Yep.
And like it's just hard because a lot of time, like even recently I found myself being like, bro, like what's the point of all this? Like I serve, I pray, I read my Bible, like I haven't fasted, I need to fast, but
Same, bro.
it's been like a few months, but I'm like I do the things that I should be doing, and it feels like for what, like I'm like for what if like I still feel like sad or
The
like you
emptiness.
yeah like useless. I'm like, bro, there's no point in praying, reading my Bible if like there's no like I guess nothing that backs it up, like no actions that back it up. I don't
Nah,
know, like
yeah.
that's just how I've been feeling lately, and I think that's also why, like, we kind of stopped. Cause honestly, after like we tried that one time, I didn't tell you again because like I had been feeling like this, and also like there was like no point in trying if I'm like still being like why, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I hear that. Yeah.
So I mean, it's just a few of the reasons why we were gone,
Yeah.
but
But we're back.
we're back
You
with a new
know.
setup with our faces. Hopefully, this isn't too awkward.
Yeah, and obviously it's not the best.
Yeah.
You know, but we just gotta start somewhere. Especially
Exactly.
if God's been nudging at us to like
Oh yeah, that's
keep
what I was gonna
going,
say.
you know.
Yeah.
So that's also another thing I learned this year. Like, work with what you have. You know, I saw a video the other day. I think I told you yesterday. Somebody was like, "Man, like I'm nothing special. Like God just blessed me with opportunity, and it was up to me whether I wanted to take advantage of it or not." And he took advantage, and he put the work in with what he had, and now he built his empire. But yeah, I mean, we gotta start somewhere, and whether it's podcast or something else, like just look at what you have. Like I guarantee you have enough to start.
Yeah.
So you just gotta start and trust God.
Yeah.
And
I think that's the hardest, but the most important part is trusting God, because my faith, I can tell you, is like lacking lately, and it's not that like I saw a video of it explaining it better, and like the girl was like, it's not that I don't believe in God, it's just like, why does he make us suffer and go through the things we go through? Like there's no point in it. And I'm like, bro, yeah, that's how I feel. But then I'm like, if we don't go through that, then we won't get to see like the good part of it. You know what I mean? Like,
no, yeah,
you won't enjoy what you have unless you go through it, I guess.
Yeah, and another thing I'll add on to that is like, I feel like if you don't go through it, he won't be able to use you to your full potential. As far as like the being introverted and stuff. I've been having to go through. I mean, like this stuff like this. I have to go through this, and it's making me better. It's making me more extroverted, and through that, I've been able to meet more people, speak to more people like easily, and just network with more people, which is what I need to do in my line of job.
Yeah.
Because now I'm a businessman. Because I have my own business as a realtor. Like every realtor, that's their business. You know. And you got to get out there, whether it's cold calling, whether it's going to events, speaking to people, whether it's making videos for social media. Like, I have to be comfortable, and if I didn't go through stuff that I was going to be uncomfortable with, then how's God going to use me, Like, that's what I was thought about the other day. Like, I was able to pass the test in my second try, right? But this year has been tough, and I'm not gonna say the market's tough because people are buying, people are selling, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like, well, I guess you can relate to the walk, like my walk in my career has been tough, but I haven't really done much to better it,
Yeah.
So tying back to what the guy said, like God gave me an opportunity, and He took advantage of it, and I haven't been taking advantage until now. Now I'm getting, I switched brokers, and I'll probably get into that in a different video.
Yeah.
But I switched brokers, and man, the training there is like A1, and the people I've met, a lot of people I can talk to, a lot of people more easy, and I'm gonna be at an event next week. Well, 2 events next week where I get to speak to more people.
Yeah.
And it's just stepping out of your comfort zone, and just trusting God, because I've trusted God, I've been able to be more extroverted and trust that He has good plans for me. He has the right people for me to meet, for me to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I agree. It's just these past few months have been hard, man.
Yeah, I've been
and like
there, bro.
I feel like barely you're getting into like really like enjoying the process, because before, it's not that you would complain, but you'd be like happy about it, and then you'd be like bruh, and then you'd be like happy about it, and you'd be like bruh, and that's the same way with me. Like, there's days when I'm like, oh, thank you God, and then there's other days when I'm like, why? Like, just explain why. And I hate that about myself, because I know like we'll never be able to comprehend God.
Oh yeah.
But I just want to know like these things where I'm like, bro, just tell me right now.
The best thing that has helped me with that is just realizing what a miracle it is to wake up.
True.
Like 2 months ago is when it started hit, and I probably should have hit me a while back, obviously, but whatever, God's timing. And like when I started focusing on, man, I woke up today, how can I take advantage of today? And like that's like I realized I would wake up happier and with more of a mental clarity.
Yeah.
You know, and just waking up and saying, "Man, thank you for this miracle." And then I would read my Bible. Like I can't leave the house without not reading or without reading. You know.
Yeah.
And I gotta be like, no, I have to read. And then I realized again that's another miracle, you know, because there's people in different places, from what I've heard, that they can't even publicly read their Bible.
Yeah.
You know, or not even publicly, like in their own house, you can't read your Bible. You know, and so like it's a blessing to be able to read it whenever I feel like reading it, wherever I feel like reading it. You know, so that has definitely helped me in my relationship with God and getting closer to Him and just hearing His voice with more clarity and more sensitivity, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah, that's good because I'll be struggling with it.
It's tough,
I'll be
man.
struggling,
Shoot.
man. I'll be struggling.
I'm telling you, like, it's not easy. If you're a beginner or you're just ran across this video and you're not Christian, or I don't want to say you're not Christian, but you haven't given your life.
Or you're questioning.
Yeah, you're questioning God. Yeah, that's better. If you're questioning God, like, question no more, because I'm telling you, He is real. And it's not easy, but like she said, find the right group of people to be with, and it gets it's not, it doesn't get easier, but it gets more peaceful through those struggles. If that makes sense.
Nah, yeah, cause, bruh, if you're surrounded by the right people, then like it's not that it makes it easier, like you said, but it does make it like you'll see God through them. Is what I'm saying. Like through your stuff, like you're able to stop thinking or stop pitying yourself and really see like, okay, God is giving this person joy, because without joy in their situation, they would not be like having joy. You know what I mean?
Not for real.
So yeah, I agree. Just
and having the right people also helps you get out of that
mentality.
That mindset of, man, I'm not worth it. Like, cause you have somebody to go with, vent to, and then pray with, and then you start realizing, like, man, you know what? I don't have it that bad, you know?
Yeah.
Cause, yeah, man, like when you see homeless people, then you start realizing, like, yeah, man, you know what? My financial struggle isn't that bad.
Yeah.
You know, cause, I mean, God bless them, but I don't have to be out here begging for food or for some change, you know? So, yeah, man, it's not always as bad as you think it is. You know? But it gets better. I mean, I'm seeing it right now. Like I'm not physically seeing it, but I'm spiritually seeing it.
Yeah.
You know, I've been able to realize that my planning and my timing sucks. You know, this year I definitely got humbled with that. Like everything I planned, it didn't happen until God decided for it to happen.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying it didn't happen at all. Well, maybe some things didn't happen at all, but it didn't happen when I planned it out.
Yeah.
You know, it just happened when God, and it happened like at the perfect time, you know, which is God's time.
Yeah.
The perfect time. And that's something I realized this year. So that's what's helping me be more at peace every day that I wake up, and no matter the struggle that comes, I'm just like, whatever, it's fine. Like, I'm not by myself.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I agree. But I mean, I think that kind of explains why we're gone.
We're gone. But we're back.
Yeah.
And hey, shout out to Velos before I forget, man.
Yeah.
He's been, hey, when are you guys coming back? When are you guys coming back? You know, so shout out to Velos, bro. You know I love you. Arriba la América, viejo.
No.
But
all right, that's it, bro. I'm cutting that out.
But yeah, shout out to Lowe's, man. You know what's up, Lowe, over here on this side, bro.
Yeah, thank you for reaching out. I know it's through Alex, but thank you. I appreciate it. And like, yeah, it really just, I guess, motivated us to get back to it, because it's crazy how like every time we'd think about coming back, he would text you.
Yeah, literally. When was it? Yesterday? It was yesterday, right? So. Yesterday I texted you because Velos was like, yo, bro, I missed the pod. Because it came on his Spotify.
Oh, thing. Yeah, Spotify rap.
And he was like, bro, I missed the pod. And I was like, I sent it to the airline and I was like, bro, it's crazy. Because the time before when we got together to plan it out again, he texted me like, man, my days are rough. I missed the pod. And I was like, dude, I'm going to get with Adriana tomorrow because we're going to. But we never did. But this time we did, bro. So
this time it's happening.
you know.
But speaking of that, I guess like I kind of low key wanted to just give up on it fully, like never, like just delete everything off the internet.
Yeah.
And like just wipe it, pretend it never happened. But like slowly, I got like small little confirmations of like, okay, you need to start it up. And I kept feeling convicted, and that's why I was like, Alex, we need to do it, bro.
Gotta run it back.
Yeah, we need to. It's crazy because like I would go to church and like some most of the Bible verses they would use, it would have like fruit or like eternal, and I'm like, okay, I get it, God.
Yeah, we didn't do this for no reason, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
So.
And my cousin too, she was like, when are y'all gonna do it? When are you gonna do it? And I would like, I felt bad because I was like, I know you gave us the sign, but it was just chaotic point of life. And hopefully 2025 is way better.
Nah, hopefully. It's gonna be better, bro. Like, I already told you yesterday too. Like, hey, there's no other way around it. It's gonna be better, you know? And it's not gonna be the best, but it's gonna be better.
Yeah.
Because every year is going to be better. So no year is going to be the best, really. In my opinion. You know?
I see what you did.
It just has to get better, bro. Because I can't say last year was the best. Because I haven't even seen next year.
That's true.
You know?
I had never thought about that.
And it's only up. Like, you could only get better.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of those people that just don't care and are just there comfortable.
Yeah. And I will say, not that you mentioned that, Israel actually, I'll never forget, in a preaching, he said, like, life is lived forward, but it's learned backwards. So, like, what you live, like, you can only live it once, but you learn from it, like, backwards. I think that's how he said it. I don't remember exactly.
Nah, I know what you're saying. I wasn't there, but shout out to Izzy.
I think it was like
Coach Izzy.
Yeah, Coach Izzy. But I don't know. That really stuck to me because I was like, that's true. Like, we go forward, but the only way like we really like learn from our lives is through seeing like the past. Like, obviously not being stuck in the past, but like
rinse and
learning.
Repeat, basically.
Yeah, like learning your lessons. But
nah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here.
Oh yeah, we're here.
Back, man. If maybe I'll post something on the media to ask a couple questions or something.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll do like a Q&A or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that way for the next episode or the next few episodes. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because once you see this, we'll already be like a month.
Hopefully.
Yeah, nah.
But
we will.
Oh yeah, one more thing we wanted to mention is that for now, we will only be uploading on Mondays and not Thursdays. So maybe eventually we'll get back to 2, but maybe. I feel like at that point it was a little too much for us. But I don't know. I guess maybe in the future we'll see where this takes us.
We'll take it slow. We'll just as we go. It'll help get more content, you know.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it off camera.
Yeah. But
when you see this, if you see this, share, like, subscribe,
comment.
Yeah, comment, please. I want to hear, even if it's something negative, as long as it's honest, I don't care, bro. Just tell us. We don't care.
Yeah.
You know, just tell us. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. And if you stuck around, thank you.
Yeah, because I know, like we always say, we can yap, but thank you guys so much for listening. And I feel like if you want to, if you don't, that's fine too. But we will see you in the next one.
Peace.